Hello, welcome to Anime Mystics. I'm Roman, and tonight I am watching Grand Blue Episode 9. Sorry. So last episode, we had two separate, stories. The first half dealt with Kohei and... Give me a second. I can never remember the main character's name. Iori. Trying to get jobs so that they can help raise money for the trip to, I think it was Okinawa. First, they work with Shinji as movers, taking stuff off of a truck and putting it into a house and stuff like that. It's too physically demanding for them, especially since Shinji seemed like he could do it all on his own. He's moving heavy things by himself. So they decided not to go back to that job. Then they decided to go and visit Ryujiro at his job. He works as a bartender, part-time. He's a really good bartender, apparently, and a lot of the customers like him because he's very friendly and stuff like that. Especially the female customers. They like him a lot. Kohei and Iori were kind of like, okay, who is this guy? Because he's not acting the same way he does when he's around us. The owner of the place meets them and, starts talking with them a little bit. And then they decide to give it a shot. So they put on their uniforms and get behind the counter. And they have no idea how to make drinks. So they're helping the girls. Chisa, Aina, and Azusa. And trying to take their orders. Aina's ordering cocktails, so they have to mix those, and they have no idea what they're doing. In fact, they thought that it was the name basically told you what was in it. So she ordered a screwdriver, and they put a drink together and then put a screwdriver in it. And then she got upset, so they thought it was because they put a Phillips screwdriver in there instead of a flathead. So they did. But that wasn't the reason. Basically, they're not cut out for bartending work. I guess Iori and Kohei were giving off some kind of vibe, so the manager asked what their relationship was. And Azusa and Ryujiro tell him a naked kind, or something like that. A nude kind, or something. And he laughs, thinking that they're joking. But really they're not, because, in their club, they're constantly getting naked. Not them, really. They're always wearing their boxers, but the rest of them do. Except for Azusa. So he goes over and kind of sees them acting together, and he starts getting kind of weirded out. And certain things happen that kind of involve the manager getting really drunk. They mixed a drink and they made it too strong, I think, and he can't hold his liquor that well, so he had one drink and he was basically completely wasted. And I forget exactly what Iori said, but he whispered something in his ear, and it completely woke him up. He had the most nervous look on his face. I knew it sounded really homosexual, what he said, so that is most likely what did it, because it sounded like that. Anyway, they decided they're not cut out to be bartenders. The next half, we had Kohei, Iori, and those other guys that they hang out with occasionally. They went over to one of the other guys' houses this time, or apartments, I should say, and we're hanging out. And one of their friends wasn't there, and they're saying, we should try inviting him. And one of them said, I keep trying to invite him to things, but he keeps turning me down. So Iori gives him a call, saying, all of us are over here at this guy's place. Why don't you come over? We'll drink and talk and stuff like that. And he's like, okay, give me like 30 minutes. And you hear this girl on the other end of the line. They had speculated that he had a girlfriend, but they were thinking, nah, that can't be it. He couldn't have a girlfriend. So the entire second half of the episode was them basically blocking him from getting any if you know what I mean. Doing everything they can to make her leave so that they would break up and not have sex, basically. It worked. Kohei is able to change his voice to sound a lot like a female's voice. Different kinds too. He sounded like 3 or 4 different girls, and he's yelling outside the door asking who these other girls are, and didn't they have a date, and they mean nothing to him, and she got up and just left, and he's trying to explain that it's his friends and they're just trying to keep him from having be happy and all that, which is basically true. And it kind of looked like he was getting somewhere, but then decided to be an idiot and say, if we're not gonna date, then maybe you could introduce me to a friend of yours, which got him punched. So yeah. So that part really upset me. Not like I don't know how to explain it. It made me mad, basically. I know they can't get a girlfriend. I don't know why they were having Iori help, because according to all of them, he's got a girlfriend because he's supposedly dating Chisa, which they're really not, but that's what everybody thinks. So yeah. The rest of them, just because they can't get girlfriends doesn't mean one of them shouldn't be able to. So I mean, I think I said it at the end of the episode that if it was me and they did that to me, we wouldn't be friends anymore. It would just be over. But he was still just like them, so he's still going to be in their group. I mean, he did try to get her to hook him up with a friend of hers, so he was an idiot. But but still, and if it was me, that they would not be my friends anymore. I would have to get better friends who are actually going to try to help me and not sabotage me. Anyway, I don't know what's going to happen in this episode. I don't know if they're still going to be trying to get jobs, or if they're going to be close to their goal for how much money they need to raise to get to Okinawa or wherever it is they're going. Hokkaido, I can't remember. But let's get into it. See what we're in store for. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So the video is going to be located over here, and the link to the reaction is going to be in the description down below. And we're going to start this episode in 3, 2, 1.